Oh, now I've got nobody. I think they come with you as you do quests. Varsa.
Geffen gave birth to humanity in the third golden age. We are but wide-eyed children, begging for the wisdom of an ancient mother.
Oh, I guess she's just over there.
Bateran is strong. The sickness is proving stronger. We must hurry. There's a beast that stands taller than a listener. It digs into the ash. A cord. These creatures can survive and even thrive in the ash of the stormed ruins. I've watched them spit their bile into the ash before digging. That bile is our key.
So remember that area I was talking about before?
A corb is a tough beast to bring down, especially one from the stormed ruins. And that strength is our clue. How can they be so hardy while surrounded by sickness?
I wonder if the stormed ruins are the ones I was looking at earlier. Yeah, it has to be. Look. No, it can't be. Because the area that I went to earlier, I think, was probably Cinder's View. So I don't know what this is.
Thanks for helping with Vorsa. I hope Bateran doesn't mind us asking her to come. Maybe we can help her find a cure. I would hate to lose him just as the light has returned. Ahu still haunts my dreams. Now he urges me to find our father, Vaughn. He and Ahu were very secretive about where they were going. Ahu's map is our only clue. There's a mark on the map at the eye of the needle. I think we should start our search there.
One thing that's kind of interesting about this game, and I don't know if I find it better or worse, is that all the dialogue, it doesn't automatically advance. Where in the Souls games, you can kind of sit and listen, and the dialogue has kind of a particular pace to it. With the exception of Dark Souls Remastered, which sped up everything, and I don't agree with. In everything before that, it would auto advance with a particular cadence to it. I'm not sure if there's fall damage or not. Afraid to find out, though. These guys are everywhere. It's kind of funny, like, I've never... Like, whenever I'm getting hit by a spear thrower, it feels like it's always coming from behind or to the side. Even though they're pretty cheap to get, I've been really stingy with them, too. Oh, I can't tell how much health he has when I hit him. I would kind of want a health bar to show up at that point. But yeah, it only shows when you're locked. That can't be true. I was looking at 2 health bars earlier and I was only locked on. I guess when you're locked onto a target? No. Oh, that was weird. Wow, those are really those are really not good for like regular melee. Gotta throw them. It's good to find that out early, though. I gotta figure out what that flickering is with the overlay. That's killing me. I'm trying to figure out in my head if that's just the text flickering or everything. Trying to eyeball it. I think it's happening like every minute. Hey, White. That was far enough out. Is it like a flat image or an editable active element? It is literally a it's all HTML and CSS. And then I've got, I'm actually chroma keying out the, chroma keying out the background. I think what's happening is I think it's repopulating the text over and over again. Because it's checking the game like every minute to see if it changed, and it hasn't. But my overlays, that's what I probably should do. If the game hasn't changed, it shouldn't dispatch the event again. I think it is. I'm not sure. Basically, I had made it to where there's sort of like a framework to do it that it'll check it from Twitch and apply the style and update the text and everything. And it'll actually, like, rather than hitting the Twitch API over and over again, it'll hit it every while or so, and if it hasn't changed, well, there's a couple different things it'll do. Like, it'll hit the API, I think, every 5 minutes or something. If it hasn't changed since the last time it dispatched, it shouldn't do anything. If you load, it'll grab it out of local storage, like whatever it last was. It will map, like if you set the game to retro and it has an override, it'll assume it's a different game. Like there's a bunch of stuff it does all at once, and I think some portion of that is not working anymore. Ooh. How am I gonna get up there? I'm hoping Sekiro's good. I'm really hoping it's going to be good. Like I think it's probably going to be I don't want to say a better version of Neo, but I'm probably going to like it. It's probably going to be what I would have wanted from Neo. Where it's reminiscent of Souls. The combat is a bit more refined. Oh, you're just coming with now, alright. So Jokel wasn't following me before. I don't know what causes him to come with or not. Maybe oh, I know what it is. He's my last companion that I was gonna be with. And I think what probably ended up happening I think once you leave like the town area, that's when he decides to come along. How do you get up there? Somebody who's played a lot of Neo, you don't think it in Sekiro or particularly comparable. Here we go. Oh, just grab it here. Oh, that's good. That's a good improvement. Yeah, personally, I didn't really like Neo that much. Like, I think it's a solid game, and I think there's some things that they did clearly and objectively better than Souls. Like, their input system is way better. Their inputs are so much more reliable. Oh, jeez, okay, I gotta not do that ever. I think they make fighting the lowest tier enemies more interesting. Like, rather than just being like extreme like fodder enemies, there's a bit of difficulty and a bit of interesting interaction even with the weakest of enemies. So that's a plus. I think some of the weapons are more interesting. I think they're probably overcomplicated relative to multiplayer. Sekiro is more of a character action game with Soul's Blood. Yes. Okay, I could go with that. And on top of that, I think what I think that Sekiro has done is I think they've basically done... They seem to have done everything that Bloodborne was going to have gameplay-wise, but done it better. Yeah, but I think what they did with Bloodborne, I don't think really works mechanically. The funny thing is I keep going to this one spot, even though the spot is totally not going to work for me. I gotta go really far out. Oh, well, I'm hoping... I'm actually really hoping that there happens to be a... for better or for worse, I'm hoping that the PC port of Bloodborne... I would play it too. I'd give it one last shot. Get that running at 60 FPS and just see how much of it is just that I couldn't deal with it because it ran so poorly. Versus, it just not... the gameplay not working. Well, wait, don't do that. Don't, if you can avoid it, don't end up on a ramen diet just because you're getting video games. I hate how that's where we're at this point. Like, can you afford a single video game, a single $60 purchase every couple months, or can you afford food? Not you in general, I just mean like the world, or the US at least. I want to know what these are. I really honestly feel like these are something, like I'll interact with them later in some way. Not usually ramen diet. Get this can of progressive soup for 50 cents a piece. Get some extra noodles for more filler. If you're getting cans of soup for 50 cents, I actually don't know which is a better deal than ramen. In terms of per like calories per dollar, even though ramen has got too much salt in it. Ramen is like, and fat. I don't know about fat. How much fat does ramen have? I thought it was just pure carbs and salt, and that was part of why it was so bad. If it had fat in it, it might be better. You know, for a second I was trying to figure out if these hyena things were a threat, and then one just like clips me for 35-40% of my HP. You can't eat meals made of only carbs these days because it fucks with your digestion. Yeah, carbs. Like I've been eating way too many carbs lately. I should be eating very little carbs instead of eating mostly carbs. And, yeah, it's definitely ruining me. Lots of saturated fat? Do you mean, like cup of noodles? Or do you, like, what, like, or shin ramyun? Or, like what? Just everything? Saturated fat. Oh, that's interesting. You can he'll put the spear away if you try to roll out from that. Damn it! And Jokel's a beast. I think we needed that for Jokel. You're talking about the ones that used to cost like 19 cents during college days. So that would be That's still Maruchan or whatever. Huh. I wonder how much they're all pretty similar in terms of their nutritional value, so I'm wondering what Shin Ramyun's like then, or Shin Black. It's criminal way. It's not really like we say it's sad, but it is really people are being robbed and forced to die and forced to live in misery because people who aren't even gonna have any significant quality of life difference, they're so far above the curve, can have slightly more money that they're not putting to use. crazy spirit chucker. Okay, this does a lot more damage than I was thinking it does. It's chunky. The beef flavored ones. Are the chicken ones significantly different? I don't remember ever liking the beef ones. I always went for the chicken. Guess that was the pipe dream. There's that up there anyways, but I'm not getting there. One way or another. 7 grams of fat. Spyro might be actually bad. Oh, is that a, I don't quite remember you mentioning Spyro before. But that's part of what you've been using for the transition, I guess. Whoa, oh, drowning, drowning, what? I'm not drowning, you're drowning. Let's say a gram of fiber, a gram of sugar. The sodium I knew would be pretty rough. How do we even get up there? I guess the answer is I'm not. I'm literally just going back. Well, that's it. Oh yeah, I mean, you're pretty much forced to take a bite. How many calories though? It's got to be what? 26 grams of carbs and 7 of fat. I'm gonna guess 260. Not because of the, not explicitly because of the carbs. Maybe 300-ish, in that range. Per serving, yeah. And how many servings per, oh geez, I'm gonna die. Per, like, package or whatever. Packet? Jokel, no! Wait for me, I'll be there in a minute. $40 of bunk science on Spyro and never got ousted because there isn't any money in trans healthcare. I can see that. Everyone in that said he wasn't progesterone. That's got to be a bit of a. There's got to be a lot of difficulty to. If you're trying to do that type of. If you're trying to evaluate those types of medications, I wonder how easy it is to test them individually. How many how many servings is in is it? I think they're typically what? You spend 19 cents and you get technically two servings of ramen and yeah. I'm willing to go as high as 360 calories per package, which is pretty good for 19 cents. If you're literally like if you're eating the ramen such that you're doing it to save money and nothing else, because that's the situation we live in. Doesn't matter how easy it is. Cities and trans healthcare are rare because we're a smaller percentage of the population to get together. Sample size, right? That's a good point. And it wouldn't even matter how much money there was for the study, if there aren't enough people to get a large enough test. Yeah, that's unfortunate in terms of like. If the only way that you can justify, why is this better? It's better than the axe the entire time? If you can't, if the only metric is whether or not, like, you can pay for the research or you can make enough profit or whatever, like, tons and tons of stuff that needs to happen medically for a ton of people are going to get completely ignored. You know, I should probably see if there's durability in this game. I haven't checked it all. I know there's the concept of just like weapons that are marked as broken. I don't know if they actually, if they're broken because they've lost their durability. Yeah, at least you feel better, if nothing else. Were they saying that it wasn't effective? Just wasn't effective. But you just, at least, well, it's something, I guess. I gotta like work on my, like, I gotta do the most basic of healthcare stuff for myself. I need to start cooking meals again, and I need to get back to the gym. I need to eat meals that not even like are like lower on, you know, not even lower on, say, salt or whatever. I need to cut my carb intake. I need to eat a more level amount of calories throughout the day. That's the majority of it. Here, I keep going here and skipping this. This is what I need to get back. I noticed the one thing that's been like repeatable for me is that it seems, and I hate to have to admit this, at the very least, the lower percentage of carbohydrates I have, the better I feel, and the more even my energy levels are. And it seems like there's something regarding how much I cut the amount of gluten I consume. And thanks for the follow. Now, I don't appear to actually be gluten sensitive. I don't think I can break this guy's shield, can I? No. But there's definitely something like every like any of those types of modifications that make to my diet, I just see the benefit from. And when it comes to like gluten and stuff, I hate to have to admit that I feel better because I don't like test, like I don't test positive for gluten sensitivity. I'm not I don't need AIP. I don't need I don't have celiac or anything. But for whatever reason, I just tend to feel better, even though I love bread and pasta and everything else, potatoes. Not necessarily for gluten, but just carbs in general. So bread and pasta in particular. But I need to get like super disciplined with it. I need to lose a bunch of additional weight. I'll be so much better for it. Especially because I want to sleep better. And so far I'm just not. A lot of studies going around that show that gluten is bad for your health generally, even without any kind of specific sensitivity. Yeah, it feels like it.
I think my family must be cursed. My father, my brother, now me. Let me see what my father wrote in his notebook. I need to understand this misery. So, it is as I feared. There was a curse placed upon our bloodline. But Vaughn doesn't say what the curse entails, or what our forebears did to deserve it. Vaughn writes of a wraith, an ancestor of ours. Her name was Kala, and she lived by the sea. He thought she might hold the secret to breaking this blood-bound affliction. My father and brother died trying to save me from an ancient curse. Now, it's up to me. If I ever have children of my own, I want them to be free of the sins of our ancestors. Wraiths often linger in a place that was once important to them. Kala was a fisherwoman, so maybe we should look for her along the shore of the Whispers. A fishing village once huddled among the great buildings along the shore. Kala's wraith might still linger there, pining after her former life.
Can't get over that ridiculously, like, that ridiculously, like well-defined, distinct mustache and the pipe. On top of, like, he's got that, like, incredibly, like, confident pose to him. You'd like to cook for yourself. You're not physically able to. Parents are getting older. No desire to cook anymore. I can see that. I've been just looking for the time to cook, and especially the cleanup time. Like, I would hate to admit, but I'd be totally fine with just, like, having, like, a regular cleaning service come in and just do it all for me. I don't mind cooking, but man, it's much more work. And then the cleanup is just, after I'm done with all that, I only have time for half of the effort, and thus I tend to eat I've been eating garbage lately. Wait, where would this even be then? Just out there somewhere. I guess, in this case, I can... Unless it's to the west, in Restless Knoll. Well, for better or for worse, I'm going to say there's fall damage. I just need to know. There's some. Not enough to be too terrible. You know, a lot of the reason why I think people are doing, like, big giant, like, meal prep Sunday type of things is that's the only way you can economize taking the time to cook. The only way you can make it worth the investment. Oh, okay, here we go. That's what's going on. Now, how do I zoom this? Here we go. There, well, sort of. Okay, there is a lot more map than I thought, which is good. But also, I got a ways to go. You can just barely see it. I don't know if you guys can see on the screen. All this extra stuff. And that's all we know about thus far. I'm assuming, as far as I can tell, I think there's some underground stuff. And this is just like the surface world, you know, before we confront the darkness. One of the things that I've been meaning to do, that's good for the stream and allows me to cook, is I want to do some cooking streams. But I also haven't had time to, like, even, like, get my kitchen in really good shape for a stream. Four-day work week should be a standard. It's a couple companies in New Zealand trying it. Yeah, I would prefer 4 and 3, or, well, I mean, I guess I would take either. I would take 4 and 3 or Or, oh god damn it, super controller. Just a minute. A 212. Or I guess, what would that be? There we go. You know, have Wednesdays off. So do, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Be easier. I guess I don't know which I prefer. Do long weekends. Yeah, the thing about weekend stream-wise is that, like, weekends are when people are going to watch my streams, especially in the middle of the day. I kind of feel like maybe my weekend stream should be, in the middle of the day, just, like, starting at, like, 2 or 3, and not bother with the week streams at, like, 7 or whatever. I don't know. I'm always back and forth on what I'm going to do with the weekends. Because, I have stuff I want to do in the middle of the day on the weekends, like when I'm most awake and alert. But I also want to stream, and there's all sorts of concerns with that, like, do I want to have a stream schedule that... Oh, come on, damn it. Jokel, help. There we go, perfect. Do I want to stream the same time of day regardless of whether or not it's on a weekday or weekend, so that I'm hitting the same you know, the same people? Like, I'm not going between the US and a European audience, or I don't know. I have no clue what's best. I don't know. You'll clamp down on the times when you have more info on what's affecting your sleep. It's probably long-term. Yeah, I get that. My, like, when I'm stressed out, I want to sleep, and that's a terrible thing for me to do. But it helps in terms of I'm not so stressed, but I also get nothing done. Hey, what are these? Are we? I guess we're not fighting. Yeah, they say cortisol is the stress hormone, which fills your blood with sugar, among other things. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that I could. This definitely, like, I was in worse physical shape in every way when I was working at the place I was working at between 2009 and 2014.
Not safe, never safe.
Got anything new? You do. Spearheads. It's pretty expensive, though. I think I'm not going to spend. You know what I haven't figured out yet? I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have the ability to spend resources to level up. I haven't thought to look yet. I gotta talk to that listener guy. I gotta start pressing that, because I don't know what it does. I'm gonna press until I figure it out. meat. I was hoping maybe I could get something out of that. But no, I'm just a murderer. Kind of terrifyingly accurately lines up with your physical health decline. Well, I hope we can at least figure out a way to alleviate it. Because yeah, I know what it's like to be under stress constantly. And that was me from 2009 to 2014. I had an awful job. I had uncertain prospects. And it ruined me. And that's a lot of why my streams were, like, as much as I was fortunate enough to do really well with like Souls and everything, especially Dark Souls 2, my streams were suffering, and afterwards it took a while. It took me until the end of 2016 to get into a decent spot, or even to start recovering afterwards. Thanks for the raid, Matthew. How are you doing? But I think part of the reason why I wasn't able to get the stream to a good spot, and why the stream kind of collapsed after 2014, was just because I was so out of it. Doing a new run of Daughters of Ash is you say new run, you mean first run of Daughters of Ash, or another run of Daughters of Ash? I have yet to play it. A new one, don't like how the other build was going. Hey, cat. Oh yeah, these are empty. I think I was already in this one. I feel like I have a million of these. I should take a look. Do they have... Hold on a sec. Wonder why it only says I have 5. Have I spent that many already? Whoa. Well, I couldn't call you noise. Or I guess I could. Should I call you noise? I tend to pick a syllable that seems like it comes off cleanest. That's a kind of interesting point, though. I don't actually know why that decision-making process goes one way or another for me. It's almost like how there's an order to adjectives in the English language, and just everybody kind of happens to know it. There's an article. There's even a listing somewhere for what the order was, where it was like size, color, this and that, in a particular order. There's something that's driving my preference for like what syllable or what portion of a name I use, but I don't think I could quantify it with words. Still hyper armor on the R2s. So yeah, here we go. So we have to go to Cinder's View just in order to begin some of this really far out journey. So things are at least on the upturn, Matthew? I don't want to dig deep or anything.
Ash,
Hey, Kalion. Yeah, I guess I have to go. I gotta go find the. I gotta go to. I'm just pretty much there. Got some climbing to do. Or. I'm not sure how to get up here, but we gotta do it. I hope you get it figured out. For me, I've got to just, my current, I could say I'm sort of fortunate in that the only thing I have to worry about is I've got to really commit and I've got to get on a long-term path again, which I was for a while. I've got to get onto a path to improve my physical health. Just lose weight, improve my cardio, all that kind of stuff. That sort of thing will improve my sleep as well. And I was hoping that improving my sleep would help more in the other direction to improve my, the rest of my physical state. But alas, it is not. So, this area, I think, is where everything gets real. This is the area I had avoided earlier, and now we're wandering in, and we're just gonna, I'm sure, might as well head over to that area and start up our civilization, but I'm a teensy bit worried. Anxiety has been ruining my sleep. I don't have too much to be stressed about, but I always come up with the worst things to worry about when I'm laying around and just trying to get to sleep. I probably lose about an hour a night just trying to get to bed. I'm not, I know a lot of people are, out like a light. I am totally not. Part of it is, I don't breathe very well, when I'm trying to sleep, and that just bothers me. I really want to get whatever that item is. It's not happening, though. Alright, well, let's try to get a beat of where we should even be. I don't even quite know where. I mean, I know the general direction I want to go in is right over there. How are we going to get there? I don't know. Well, White, do you happen to have? You said you like rain sounds. Do you happen to have a any smartphone at all? Because you could. I mean, there are apps that can just play. That could play white noise. I'm not pretending to think this is the way I'm supposed to go, but we're going this way. Prophets. Wow, spear that predicts a dark future. That's an interesting... That is a very interesting item description. I remember, I shouldn't do this because I know there's fall damage. I remember, last time my phone, just very recently, I guess, but every single time my phone has died, but this recent time especially, my phone just died on me all of a sudden. I didn't break it, I didn't drop it. It's a problem with all Nexus 5X phones, where they'll suddenly just cook themselves and just die. And it's a known defect. In fact, I think there was a class action, either a class action lawsuit or a redemption program or something. You could get some sort of thing to trade out the phone or to get a rebate or whatever. Whoa! When did you get a two-handed weapon? But when my phone died, most recently... Whoa, these are like Ash-looking dudes. Perhaps the name of this game is, maybe this is where it's coming from. Okay, first order of business is not get hit by that guy. Like, ever. Okay. Okay. Time to go. But, I was really... Oh, crap. There's more of these things, too? There's like a million of them. Yeah, they're everywhere. I gotta, like, find high ground or something. This is crazy. I was really, like, worried and stressed out when my phone died, because it's like, I feel like it's my attachment to the world almost, as like my mobile connection to everything. Plus, I have no sense of direction, so... If I'm so unfortunate as to not have my phone for whatever reason, it also means I have no map. I have no compass. And my sense of direction is abysmal. My sense of direction is embarrassing. Like, I can get lost in a straight line easily. And it makes me really, really worried about on my phone or something, because my phone is my insurance policy for getting lost and being, like, forever gone from the world. Oh, crap. I think Jokel chose to... I think Jokel is gone now. I didn't get to him in time. Tower of Daman. Ooh. That's a different spear chucker. I think you can only carry 5 supports at a time. Oh god, they do more damage. Okay. It's time to leave. Time to go. Oh, crap. Okay. Set up an ambush. Oh, crap, it's one of these guys. That could have... he could have dunked me in one shot, and that would have been it. I'm afraid of that guy. Okay, there's more than one. Great, perfect. There's got to be something going on with these things. Like, maybe these guys don't like him or something. Nope, that's not the case. Crap. This place is so dangerous. The Jokel isn't here to bail me out anymore. So I remember I mentioned earlier, some people were saying like, oh, we were watching you play Ashen and it looks so easy and all you do is circle strafe and everything's so simple, and I'm like, oh, there he is, finally. Welcome back. You here to help me and bail me out? Oh my god, there's another dude over here too. So my response to everybody looking at the game was, hey, thanks for the resub, Kunzer, and Streamlabs is broken today. Perfect. How you doing, Kunzer? Because you technically resubbed like 5 days ago. Huh? Can you not fire off the announcement on the same day? Weird. Some people were saying, "Oh, Ashen looks easy. All you do is circle strafe," you know. And then I'm like fleeing for my life in this place where I'm lost. I generally know the direction I need to go, but I don't remotely know how I'm gonna get there. There's an endless wave of enemies that I'm not ready to fight. The one dude who was able to bail me out drops out for like 5 minutes straight, which is to be expected because I let him die. I left him there to rot. And, you know, I deserve everything that's coming to me for that. But in the meantime, like, it seems like everything here can hit me easily, or if it can't, then if it does hit me, then I'm gonna just get dunked. Oh, hello. These guys worry me. There's like a giant horde of these guys now. Or at least we're making it. We're surviving. This is cool though. This kind of reminds me of this is kind of the experience I would have rather had from with the exception of the fact that we do have a map to a general degree. This is the experience I'd want to have from Frigid Outskirts in Dark Souls 2. People say that, like, that's not how Souls combat works in general. Space punish, yeah. I mean, the core of Souls combat is basically sit there and wait for your opportunity to strike, one way or another, whatever that ends up meaning. Disciple investments. Hey, we got armor for once, finally. It's a good bit better. Oh, and luckily there is, as you would say, fashion Ashen. Oh, excuse me. I would like to see the health on an enemy that I damage. Why even make it 2 words? Because it's funny. It has that alliterative aesthetic. Okay, alright. Let me turn around to not get dunked. Ah, come on, man, I was trying to roll that. Speaking of SAS, doing good. Some work up in Alaska. I would hate to be traveling so much that I can't have a decent PC. Wait, where are we even? I wonder what this would even be up to. I've been really fortunate. Mushrooms. Ah, this is an Elizabeth mushroom in disguise. Oh no, it actually, there is no scrolling. Okay. Okay, well. Wait, what have I been eating? Oh, I can't. Crap. What do I have too much of that I don't want? The plank shield. Let's get rid of this. Here we go. Hey, we can do it all in one shot. We can at least get rid of stuff as we pick it up. Starting to run out of healing items. I could really use some more. Oh, hello. I will gladly take the fall damage if I have to. Good luck, Jaquel. I'll be back in a minute if I can. Nope, nope. He didn't make it. He's gone. And in fact, even worse is I can't even get up to him. It's over. It's over, Rover. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying earlier is that, what is this even? I'm glad that people are willing to pop back into the stream here and there, even after they've been out for 2 or 3 years, whatever. I mean, I've been streaming with the same name since like 2011, and I've been streaming with a different name since like late 2008. So people have been showing up who first showed it into my stream like 10 years ago. You know, the small sturdy chest has been in Jokel's family for generations, and has held many a carefully secured secret in that time. I've already read that. Einar heads. Einar relied on their sense of smell and keen ears to hunt the darkened plains. Now that the light has given them sight, they're even more dangerous than before. I feel for these noble beasts. They hunt to survive just as we do. Written in high Latherian? Vaughn's writings are decipherable by very few in this beshadowed age of ignorance. My family treasured the arts of read and write. You'd be surprised what you can learn from the pages of another's life. And here's the rod I just got. As the light faded, the ancient Latherians forged these rods and placed them in their town squares as words of truth and protection. Me Granny Nella taught me how to tell what's real and what's just made up guff. You don't have much desire to watch streams these days, or at least interactive streams. You've been putting so much energy into things that, up until recently, you just haven't had the energy for it. Yeah, I try as much as I can to make the stream something that, like, if you're lurking, it's still worth watching, comforting, something you can have on the side. I try to do simple things. Like, I try to make sure that the game audio can be heard so you can tell what's going on. I try to make sure that my voice is clear, but I'm not, I try to do simple things like minimize the dynamic range of my audio overall. I try to not scream and like have loud, obnoxious notifications, So I try to have a decent stream going. Even having a good conversation. Like, I'm fortunate enough that that you and others might, do have a lot to offer to the conversation. Because otherwise I'd be kind of sitting here speculating to myself, and there's some stuff that's interesting that I can say, but it's like, without people to bounce off of, I feel like I'll be pretty boring, you know? I sort of thrive on having just a couple people at least who can, who are around and have something to say. Keep it interesting. Oh crap, I just wasted all my stamina right in front of one of these guys. Okay, I need to... That's my second to last healing item. Came across this game called Kabounce, which is free through Twitch Prime, and it's fun. It has like 7 players. You know what also has 7 players and is fun? Rival Megagun. Whoa, we got spiders now? Somebody call Soviet. Oh, that's creepy as hell, actually. The legs going out like that. Just getting like speared from that. Hybrid sports pinball team competitive thing. That's a lot of different words combined into one thing. Hybrid sports pinball team thing. If you could send me a link just to some video of it, I'm curious now. I want to know what the hell even, because I can't even. I can't even visualize that. No, not here. I'm not gonna check it out now. I mean, just in my. I mean, you can post it here. Other people can check it out. But I don't want to lose the link because that sounds like a lot. I am so glad their projectiles don't go through, oh. Jokel just comes up out of nowhere, right behind me, and there is no word of warning at all, so I think that I'm getting ambushed. Jokel should, every time he walks away, he should come back with a sandwich. give me the smallest respite, give me some healing. Pretty low skill floor despite its weird mash of ideas. I feel like Rival Megagun actually has a really low skill floor, because it the way that the gameplay works, it scales with the performance of the players. So long as both players are roughly evenly matched, the matches are pretty solid. They're interesting to watch regardless of. I mean, they're a bit more interesting to watch if the players are good, but just the same if they're not really that good. It's still a good match. Gotta leave your targets. That's such a risk. I'm glad I ducked it. I really wish more people would play Rival Megagun because it doesn't really have a strong enough single-player component for me to want to go back to it just for that. But I really want to play more of the multiplayer, but there's just nobody online. Oh, that was wasteful. I should have gotten so greedy on the way in. Whoa, is Jokel just completely dunked? He is. I think I brought him back once and now he's... I think he just flat out got pancaked. Is this a save point thing? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Get my healing back. I recovered my my goop, whatever. The gourd. The sap. Crevices Hero all launch into a field covered with tons of boosters, pinball bumpers, and hoops, and other obstacles. Tapping or going through any of these gives you points. And you deposit points. That kind of sounds very much like those, like, American Gladiators games where you collect balls and stuff and you're jamming them into, like, a tube. And they had like bouncy room versions of those events. So he does lead you. So somehow, if I dodge to the right, I'm a little more fortunate than the other direction. Well, this architecture is a little dubious. Like, I don't quite know what I'm getting here. Hey, Virals. You do? So you played it before, is what you're saying? Or you? So yeah, you have. You just haven't. Did you not finish it? It took me a while to find time to carve out to play it, and honestly, I was somewhat waiting for the Steam version to come out. But I've been really, like, I was scouring my to-do list, going like, what do I kind of want to play? What games do I miss? What have I, like, what would kind of better, like, mix into what I've been doing lately? And a Souls-like, I think, was going to do it for me, and a lot of the reason why was because Souls-likes have this very stream-friendly presence to them. Like, there's a lot of, like, there's a mix of, like, wandering around and being observant. There's these kind of, like, tension moments of the combat. And I feel like they have that balance. They're not always on, like a lot of other games, where you go, like, your off period is the exposition, where you can't really even talk over it, like a lot of other games. So even, like, character action games where there might be a pausing moment, those tend to just be, oh, well, we're going to play a video or a cutscene or whatever. And then you're on again, and you gotta just go, you know, you can't pay attention to the chat, you just gotta go for it. And on the other hand, there's games like, you know, Zero Ranger and everything, and Zero Ranger is amazing, but it is on. It does not stop, it doesn't pause, you are going. Even the exposition, even the cutscenes are short, and you're just rushing forward all the time. And I've been so winded just for how like I have to stay on for a lot of the games I've been playing lately. And I've been looking for something more relaxing. And this is any Souls-like, I think, is a good they're a good compromise in that you do have a significant demand for skill and execution, but you do have off periods that are just, the game just kind of like lets you wander, and you can talk and speculate and interact with your audience or whatever. I've also been looking at some... I need to play some other games like Ghost of a Tale. Kunzer had gifted me Bridge Constructor Portal, which I need to try. There's some games that'll be a lot more chill. There are some games... Is this not a boss room or something? This kind of like this is starting to look like I'm walking up to a boss. I really wish, when it comes down to having games that are good for, like, good chill games for audience viewer interaction, I really wish that either City Skylines or SimCity 2013 had panned out. Oh, yeah, I knew it. So it's effectively an ambush. Luckily, the crabs aren't so scary. Spiders are a little bit. The crabs do some pretty rough damage. But the crabs really are somewhat predictable. Oh, damn. damn it, Jokel, no! This combo kind of sucks, though, because they can hit me... Well, first off, there's two of the crabs. Oh, crap. And second is that the spiders can get me while I'm busy. Damn it. Why did I turn around all of a sudden? Did we lose him? Where is he? There he is. That was risky. I gotta go for it. I'm gonna try to get your kill. Good, we got him. Okay. Oh my god, I'm that. Damn it. Damn it. Jokel, help. You have a couple seconds. Corb bile. These are corbs? Those are corbs? Okay. Oh, Jokel's gone. That's it. That's all he can take. I think you can get revived once and that's it. Oh, perfect. That's not perfect. Well. Oh, I barely rolled that. If I had time, I'd switch over to those other spears. The ones that predict fate or whatever it was. Not just any fate. I think it's supposed to be a darker fate. No, I can't. Oh, so unlike the Souls games, you can't move while swapping your inventory. So that's a deliberate decision. Okay, we managed to kill him. Now it's all about spider cleanup. Okay, good. I know how to equip a spear. Now these ones are the ones that which ones are these? That where is this? There's supposed to be a description for these things that look pretty grim. Huh. Didn't it say something like they predict fate or something? Fearsome corpse spews bile over its fallen victim as a way to soften the flesh and bone for easy digestion. Corpses may look like walking mountains, but they've got their tender bits like the rest of us. Sounds like there's at least some thought to the mechanics for that game, White. I'm curious to look at it. I don't know if I'm actually ever going to play it. I have so many games that are already on my definite to-do list, and I feel like I've been struggling. To be honest, and I almost feel like I should make a video on it, just explaining man, I'm lost. But with there's so many games that I want to play, and there's so many great indie games that I want to highlight. Stuff nobody's heard of, nobody cares about, but people might be interested in playing. Stuff that is either so well developed or has an interesting gimmick or whatever it is that I wish I could showcase, and I just can't because I don't have enough time. And I'm also trying to I'm trying to somewhat suit like my mood or, you know, how games have been going for me lately or whatever. You know, do I need a break? Am I interested in an intense experience? Whatever. Even stuff as simple as, like, there is the need to choose games that bring some attention to the stream as well, and I don't think it's reasonable to focus entirely on, like, mainstream games, so to speak. But I guess I can't grab that. Not in midair. I'm not going to focus on mainstream games. In fact, I've played so few mainstream games. The closest I tend to come is, like, the Souls games. How do I even get up here? But I do need to play games that are like enough on their radar to help get people to check out the stream, because I think people will like the stream for whatever I'm doing, for the commentary, for the community. But the only way I can get people to even look, to notice, is to play stuff that people are already looking at. That people are looking at because of the game and not because of the streamers. And that was how I built my initial audience with the Souls games, is that people wanted to watch the game so much, and they just happened to notice me as a streamer. They kind of, you know, some people happened to like what they saw and stuck around, and I need to do more of that, you know? But in terms of picking games even outside of that, it's like, there's way too many good games coming out. It is overwhelming. Okay, so yeah, there's no reason for me to keep trying to climb this. Turn around and leave. But there's no reason for me to you know, there's no way for me to focus entirely on mainstream games, because I'll just get bored and it's too much, and I just, you know, I don't like many of these games are oversaturated, and many of these games I'm just not going to like long enough or whatever. I won't like the player base. That's a big one. It's like that's why I'm weary. Like, I won't play MOBAs, partly because I don't like the mechanics, and partly because I hate the player base. And I think MOBAs by design breed a certain type of player who I just can't abide by. They're, you know, Fortnite and Overwatch and Apex Legends and stuff, super oversaturated. So I can't focus necessarily on the bigger games that have a lot of attention, and I can't just exclusively find the games that are like the middle ground of, like, people paying attention to them, have a very interested in audience, but I might not necessarily like. But I also can't focus exclusively on just, like, oh, these are the huge heap of games that I really like that all happen to be indie games, because nobody will ever notice that I exist. On top of, like, the people who I do reach are going to be people who they have a pre-existing appreciation for these games, and I won't be bringing it to a new audience. And part of what I want to do with the stream is, like, get some new people into checking out these games, because they're great, you know, whether it's this game, whether it's Zero Ranger or whatever, Sinner I want to go back to, because I want to try the Nightmare Challenge. I need to muster up the courage to do it, because the Nightmare Challenge for Sinner it's going to be a whole project. I'm just not ready for it yet. Ah, damn you, always to the side. I feel like I could avoid them, but I could also have the satisfaction of getting them killed. Blood for the blood gods. I didn't really get anything out of that. I mean, I got a little bit of, what is this called? Scoria. I got a little bit of Scoria, but it doesn't make, I don't know. I'll end up with more gourd sap once I go back to town, so I don't really lose much. it's a deviation from running straight from quest to quest. It's really weird, though, playing in this just open wilderness. You get so used to the Souls games and how even when they're not explicitly linear, they're very corridor to corridor and very structured in each individual area. This is so open, so freeform. I will say I am feeling the lack of like structured encounters, so to speak. I feel like everything's kind of peppered more so than there are some areas that you can tell like this was explicitly there you are. Welcome back. There are some areas you can tell were explicitly crafted encounters, but some of the stuff just seems like they just happen to be there, but I don't think there's nothing like in Dark Souls 2 where it's like there's an area I call the Bastille Squad where here we go. You walk in and these guys are rushing out and you've got these corridors and they're coming from all angles and you know there's some terrain you can work with, or the dude I've been calling Big Red at the end of Huntsman's Copse, where you're at the end of that bridge before Executioner's Chariot and you've got that red phantom waiting for you. I'm not quite seeing those types of encounters, and there are so many in the Souls games, except for Dark Souls 3, which is really light on them. They have a few areas in Dark Souls 3 that feel like they're that one area with the such and such, you know. There are some. I'm finding it kind of jarring that there isn't that you lose your lock when you go to sprint. Even though, in terms of it being a gameplay decision, I understand it and it makes sense. But it's not what I'm used to, which doesn't make it bad. But it also means that my instinctive behaviors are not correct anymore. Oh crap! We need to go back there anyways. Damn it! Let's go back. Well, actually, you know what? Let me buy. I should consider buying some healing items, or you know what? If I go the entire way over to Vagrant's Rest, then I can potentially do some smithing, and I'm not super sure what we're going to get out of that. But I could certainly use better everything, and weapons, armor, I don't know, new stuff, different movesets. I've been ignoring it the entire time. The other thing I've been ignoring is I have no idea if there's like stats. As far as I could tell, there isn't. It seems to all be equipment. And in fact, I will admit that for the Souls games, there's so much bloat. There's an overabundance. It has into the face. There's an overabundance of like superfluous upgrades in every way. Character, armor. Armor they finally took that out, so you can't upgrade armor anymore. Even weapon upgrades, like, especially for multiplayer and especially for your stats, weapon upgrades, not ascensions, but weapon upgrades to like +1, +5, whatever, are so antiquated. They're so vestigial. I don't feel like they add anything to the Souls experience. So, seeing games slim that down a bit, I can only say that's a step forward. So if this game only has like one source of upgrade, and it's not a big convoluted system, that's going to be a bonus. Here we go. I don't quite remember finding a path across the river before. Have I been here before? I know I've been up near Vagrant's Rest before. I think I have. Oh, look at that. Like, do you see that? That is the, if you want to risk drowning, there's an item in there that's probably worth getting. Like, it's probably worth. But I also am going to drown and temporarily risk losing my scoria. I wonder, I don't want to, what's my jump going to be like? I got a little bit of forward momentum with the jump. There's another item down there too. I must learn how to swim or something. I'm gonna wait. Come back later. Oh, I'm not even going the right way anyways. Let's go this way. Because I have no sense of direction. Regarding upgrading in like Dark Souls, I think upgrading equipment basically allows you to have this weird, like, excessive overgranularity for how weapons are performing and armor performs, where, like, rather than it basically being a modifier or a repurposing of your character stats, they basically say for every point of strength or dexterity or whatever, you also have to factor that against, 10 or 15 levels of weapon, and it's a balance nightmare, for one. But it also is a matching nightmare for multiplayer. And if they took out all upgrading from weapons and armor in the Souls games and relied entirely on level, and instead said everything scales pretty sharply with your stats, the Souls games would be way better off. On top of that, I think they could probably have half as many levels and be perfectly fine, or even less. You could make the cap 256, and just make each point that much more impactful, and it would be a way better experience. You could even say, have it be 256 levels or 200 levels, and the stats don't even climb as high. Like the value, the effect doesn't climb as high, and it would be completely fine. Totally okay.
You're proving to be quite the accomplished hunter. Now, if you'd like to hand me that pot of bile, carefully now, I'll see what it's about. Thank you. I'll get to tinkering with this vial straight away. Might be that it cleanses the ash somehow, dissolving the dregs of light.
Oh, the ash is basically after like this cataclysmic event. That's not only what's been slowly falling down here, but is also completely covering and encompassing everything out in that one area I was at earlier, and that's why those dudes were all covered in it. That's basically like going hollow. And my guess is maybe it covers. It's probably something like the ash prevents you from being exposed to the light, and makes you closer to being one of the creatures of darkness that the light is supposed to expunge. So basically it creates like daywalkers of dark creatures, as well as corrupts all of the regular vagrant wanderer characters like these, like yourself, like Vorsa. I'm sure we'll get more and more of the story as things go. My guess is that we're really early on, so we've got a ways to go.
While I'm fingers deep in noxious goop, you best go hunting again. Yokel mentioned some Einar in the hillsides so sickened that they even glow.
Yokel, damn it, I've been mispronouncing it the entire time.
I took a look, and there's a lone hound that seems to grow, while the others sicken. Its den is by the lake, below the cliffs. Bring me its tail so I can sample its fluids.
Sample its fluids. Yeah, okay, so these are just the better spears. And they're expensive. Somewhat. It's for a pack of 9, though. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. One is the thrust and the other one is the throw. So, 37 damage or 149 for the throw. And then the stun obviously is 5 or 10 in that case. think I'm gonna hold off. I want to go meet up. Here we go.
Geffen has roamed the stone-vaulted waters since before the Ashen fell. Yet she is most fond of the Annex of Light, once a place of healing and peace.
Alright, where is your smithy? Can you make me some stuff?
Geffen gave birth to humanity.
No, you just got more... Okay, so where do we go to make... I think it's inside one of these structures. There was like a like an extra table around here somewhere. There's one. There's the character here who's fixing up a structure.
Stay out of the deep water. The current is strong, and the locals are hungry.
So yeah, we could just trade basic things here. When did the suppots get so cheap? Have they always been so cheap? Were we maxed? No? We can just keep going. Okay, I must have been spending them. I thought like 5 was the max, and it's not. Alright, where do we... I know there was like tools floating around somewhere. There was a structure that had like an upgrade bench or something. Just rummage a little bit until we find it. It's not there. That just resets the area. It's gotta be something simple, and I'm just too blind to notice. as tends to be. Wait, here we go. Here, so it's probably here then. And Jokel's right over here. Oh, because Jokel does it, not the listener guy. Right. Yeah, he'll add more swigs, and they're cheap too. So I will spend. So no armor upgrades, but at least, if nothing else, we have got a good 5 swigs of sap. So in that case then, where is so A, this area is much bigger than I thought, because if we got structures over there. But B, that makes me wonder where the workshop's gonna be then. Or whatever we're calling this to upgrade my everything. My anything. Maybe there's like another table in here that I missed. Nope. Yeah, I guess I'm just lost. It's a fine hammering you're doing there, friend. I could swear that there was mention of getting... Let me see. So I grab the hammer, Baderon's hammer, and maybe it's possible that he can't until I fix his arm, like put it back or something. Maybe I can maybe he'll regrow it. Yeah, I had the spark of the hammer, and Baderon's right there. Maybe some stuff.
Geffen has roamed the stone. Geffen has roamed.
Okay, Geffen, or Baderon. Reminds me of, you know how, wait, is it over here? No, it's you again. Remember how, the Lost Boys in Peter Pan would always say bangarang? Batarang sounds like that, like it's less a name and more like a war cry. Let's see. So maybe if I just go to the grotto, like maybe it's all the way back here, and that's like I could find his like workshop or whatever. Yeah, alright. Well, let's head. Let's find a way to get around to there and just maybe... Oh crap, I don't want to go there yet. This actually is intriguing, but let me first at least take a quick run. To see if maybe in the Wrinkled Grotto I can upgrade my... I don't even know. Upgrade, fix, sell, buy, anything. Yeah, in theory, no, it's not here. I thought it was. Like, it was like at the very beginning of the game, where we first meet Bataran. And light is returning to the world. Just barely. And where the Ashen has disappeared. Oh, we're going the wrong way. So yeah, I guess the grotto was it. And I'm on the wrong path then. This isn't where Bataran's gonna be able to upgrade my stuff. Maybe I have to concede that it's just not a thing I can do. And maybe just losing that arm. Maybe that was his good arm. Maybe that was the smithing arm. I've got to go find it and deliver it, or get him a new one. Well, you know, actually thinking about it, if we're trying to fix his illness and make him sure he doesn't lose another arm, maybe he's just going to continually wait on that until the moment we're able to fix him. That's when he'll upgrade my stuff or repair broken equipment, or I'm not even sure. And that being the case, we should go ahead and hunt that lone Einar. Way off in the distance. All the way over there. So be it. Ooh, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, wait a second. We're about to go take some damage. Luckily, it really isn't that bad. It's not too much of a hit. Even to like the furthest I've ever fallen really isn't that bad. Where like in the Souls games, it's like, nah, nah, you're dead now. Tripped over a rock. That'll be 50% of your HP. Except for Demon Souls. Demon Souls is really generous. Like you could leap and have your heart like jump straight into your throat and go like, I'm not coming back from this. It's all over. There's no way I can get my souls back. And you know, you hit the ground and it's totally fine. I'm hoping that it does turn out that dodges have iframes. It seems like they do. But I'm also worried that I'm going to like mistime it or space improperly or something. And just like dodge right through, but also into just any random giant chunky hit. Just take a hammer to the face. Because that guy's spin attack is crazy. It's hefty. Does some good damage. Alright, how close are we so far? So, yeah, oh wow, okay, so we have to go further than we've ever gotten in order to fight this giant, well, probably very large Einar. Probably giant. It's at least less sickly than the other ones, and that's got to be something. Okay, so there is an effect for breaking guard, not just hitting their shield. I want to come up with what is up with the shield bash and how do I best put it to use. I've not seen any of the enemies put it to good use, and they don't seem to use it with any sort of like there's nothing that seems to make them try to do it. Like in many of these types of games, enemies will kick specifically in response to you keeping your shield up. So far, I'm not seeing that. Although I haven't really been relying on the shield that much. Dark Souls 3 is and 2 even both have kind of built up a disdain for shields because they were so worthless. And in fact, that's part of why my Neo experience was so bad when I was playing the alpha. Not only was it being backseated to death. Oh god, we need to leave. Not only was it being backseated to death for Neo, but what also happened... Hold on. This is a little worrisome. We're good now, but... it turns out that blocking with a weapon can be really, really strong. You don't lose a lot of stamina for that. Where, like, the cases where you would get completely guard broken in one hit in Dark Souls 2 and 3, in Neo, you would just chill and block and be totally okay. I think you needed to be in, like, medium stance or whatever. Middle stance? Whatever it was. But it worked. Interrupts your current... Yeah, that was the other thing. I didn't find that out until very late. That it was better to block than to try to dodge at it being hit. In a lot of cases in Neo. Which is really weird. Oh crap. Alright, things are getting bad. Okay. Finally getting a beat on the situation. Man, so the funny thing about the axe, the two-handed axe that I was using, it doesn't seem to be that good against the hyenas there, the Einar. But yeah, so one of the things about Neo was that part of the reason why the experience was, like, overall was so... I don't want to say that it was a bad experience, but I wasn't enjoying it, is because it was such a jarringly different experience after Dark Souls 3 had trained me to play, like, dramatically different. Everything that the Souls games had taught you to do didn't really apply that much in Neo, and I think the funny thing, and the sort of kind of bad thing about following up on a game, even if your game is good, following up on a game that set the standard, is that you either have to play into what players have learned, or you really have to get them to commit to, and you really have to put forth the fact that what they've learned doesn't apply. You have to make sure that they don't stick to their old habits, because that'll get them killed and make them have a poor experience. And it's just interesting to see, to kind of think about that, like. It doesn't, it's not just about making a good game, it's about either setting or matching players' expectations. Otherwise, it doesn't, like, people aren't going to pick it up, people aren't going to respond positively to it. I'm trying to get into my head where I need to go to, like, to get around and through. I think it's got to be, like, this way. And then you go, like, here, and then I guess you must loop around or something. Couldn't dodge that. How's it going, Kraken? I've got to kill a really big one soon, so if it bothers you, I probably can't help. I'm gonna make it worse. No, yeah, I don't even quite know if I find it unfair. It's more like a mechanic you can play around. If you're playing towards expectations and those have been set by somebody else, and you do a better job of playing into those expectations, then like you're basically stepping over somebody. They're setting the stage for a better experience. Oh, interesting. So I just occurred to me. So these guys are supposed to be a model for. Oh crap! That's not good. Oh crap! That's not good. So these Ash guys, the ones that are already on the ground like that, they're basically being presented as being the same as. Oh, this do some great damage. They're the same as the ones that are on the ground. Whoa, okay, alright. Pop some coconut or whatever that is. It has a name and I can't remember what it was. Okay, I really need to learn how to throw. Alright, Vorsa, I got you. You're a huge fan. As a huge fan of Neo, it's one of the worst tutorialized games you've ever played, especially coming from Souls. It definitely felt like even as a Souls player, coming into it was daunting, and that's probably not the experience you want to craft when the Souls games are already known for being not just known for being difficult, but like celebrated in the worst of ways for being difficult, like sickeningly so. Like these games are like they have difficulty fetish, going for them. Let me go back and play Neo. Don't have enough time. Yeah, I'm sort of screwed in that. I can't find the time to play as many games as I want to play. The funny thing is now I'm kind of like hoping for the gaming drought, because there's plenty of games for me to play. I just don't want to feel guilty about the ones that I don't. And like I can't even confidently make a decision as to which one's most worth my time. I'm just like I'm picking for the sole purpose of avoiding analysis paralysis at this point. And it's technically a great place to be as a gamer because you have tons to pick from, and you have an overwhelming amount of games to suit every mood. But it also means that there's plenty of games to feel bad about not getting to, and I'm looking forward to the drought so I can slowly pick up on the stuff that I want to play. Because there's too much of it right now. I can't. There's no deciding. Yeah, I'm gonna be there for Sekiro for sure. Somebody had actually had a guide for how to pronounce it, and I totally lost it. Somebody had said how you're supposed to pronounce it. I know I'm doing it wrong. Like, I'm completely doing it wrong. How did I get here last time? I know I did. There's a road on the map that appears to lead in, but I don't think I went there last time. It was here, I think. Sekiro. Maybe. I don't quite remember. Even if that's right or wrong. I think we lost Vorsa. She's... I don't know where she is, actually. I'm trying to think of, like, how do I get in there? Like, that's where I want to go. See, I'm on the other side of this path that I want to take. Damn. How do we do this? Sekido? Gentle R sound to them. Oh, where it's half rolled, is what you're saying. Wait, is this it? Crap, it's not. Damn it. Why can't it be? We got ourselves a dungeon almost. Oh! I recognize this thing from earlier. I don't know what to do with her, though. No, she's gonna look at me and scare me, is what she's gonna do. Yeah, well, might as well go sword and board. Whoa. Cool, but also scare. Whoa. It's very, like, Artorias almost. Oh, maybe that's what a wraith is. Oh god. Oh. Oh, okay. And it's gotta be a wraith, probably. Seeing stone. Let's take a look at this. Letherian mystics prize these stones as tools for piercing illusions, curing diseases of the eye, and even preventing nightmares. Granny Nella always said we should try and get one of these seeing stones for the tribe, in case the matriarch sent her people out to play tricks on us. Ghost of Tsushima's combat looked very janky, and you generally don't like the animation work. What I've seen, I didn't have any particular interest in it, but it seemed like the presentation was okay. It kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed combat, which, you know, I guess gets the job done. I didn't like. You know, the presentation's there, I guess, and it works. It sort of just didn't really do it for me, and the earlier iterations of it was too easy. I hear Odyssey is, like, way more deliberate and Souls-like, so maybe that's a good thing. Like, am I back to where I started, or is this somewhere new? I think this is somewhere new. I think. Probably. Yeah. I think we finally... No, we did not. We were literally back to where we started. We made a whole loop. Thought we made some progress, and we're back. We're literally right back here. Huh. It's pretty, but if you wanted to watch a gorgeous samurai thing, you'd probably just pull out some old 80s and 90s Hong Kong flicks. There's a lot of movies that I haven't seen that we really need to schedule some movie nights for. I tend to be pretty bad about picking up on passive entertainment, especially if I feel like I actually have to sit and watch it rather than just like leave it on the side. Just because I don't have a lot of time to sit and just like be glued to something. But I'd like to, for example, watch JoJo Part 5. I want to group watch, the new episodes of One Piece. I haven't seen John Wick yet, like, I haven't seen, this is where I wanted to get, or no, it's not. Damn it. Damn it. I know, I haven't seen any John Wick yet. And yeah, I know it's great. I don't even have to think about it. I know it's great. I haven't seen it. Oh my god, I'm going back and forth and just trying to work out. It was so simple too last time I went there. I don't know how I got there. Whoa, what the hell? Am I the last person to notice this thing? Hold on a sec. We were gonna forego whatever it was I was doing. We are going to murder, ride, and/or befriend this thing. Or it's gone forever, I guess. Oh, Bones. Oh, so it's an anime. Yeah, Bones had done stuff like, I'm pretty sure they did Soul Eater's animation, among many other things. And they had, like, great fight sequences. In fact, so Soul Eater was kind of funny that Soul Eater went from... It started as an anime, they made a manga out of it, and then the manga was good enough to where they're making an anime based on that now. And now, so the story's gonna get all fleshed out and everything, and then they're gonna have like a full story to it. So hopefully they actually run it the entire way through, and they don't like cut off and... Like, Bleach is a perfect example. Regardless of how you felt about Bleach ended terribly. And like whenever, so for example, I'm keeping up on One Piece's anime, I can only hope that that they actually, it's like 800 episodes in. I can only hope, and with the amount of chapters that the manga's been going through, I can only hope they actually finish it before the dude croaks. Oh my god, how do I get over here? There's a road, but the road doesn't do anything. Let me go back to stand on the road and see if I can figure this out. Do you remember any of the beautifully choreographed fight animations in Soul Eater? That was really okay. I don't know anything about Mob Psycho though. What's the basic premise? Give me like the 4 sentences or so. He's the main action keyframe guy. Is this it? Have I been missing it? No, we were just here and we reset it. But this is at least the road. Oh geez, these guys are everywhere. Meanwhile, Vorsa is a freaking monster. See, she's flat out knocking people down. And I'm doing a full charge attack, and they're like shrugging it off. 12-year-old at middle school has infinitely powerful psychic abilities, tries to be a good person in spite of those abilities, and his genuine honesty and vulnerability earns him a lot of supportive friends along the way. I guess they could be okay. I think if you gave me the premise for Hunter x Hunter, I'd be like, I don't know what to make of this. Not like the usual shonen shit, which is might makes right. Characters are cult of personality. Yeah, that's the truth. Hunter x Hunter is pretty good, but it seemed like I'm not sure if the anime is done or if there's anything more to it or what. I was so lost with this, so I keep going down this road. I keep getting to this area, and I'm literally standing on the road. There's nothing that remotely looks like a path at all, with the exception of, I guess, the small little shadow in the stairs here. And then I hit this point, and my brain just shuts off, and I don't know where to go. And part of it is I have zero sense of direction whatsoever. It is non-existent. Like, it is a disease at this point. I must have a bona fide disability of, like, I can't recognize what's going on and where I'm supposed to go. And I know I'm 99% sure I've gotten through further in this area, but I guess not. Oh, you know another anime I want to watch that I'm pretty sure was good. I don't know where I can find it to watch. Yu Yu Hakusho or whatever. Oh, here maybe? Could this potentially be the way? No. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that one right either. But I'd love to group watch that at some point. Much shorter fall did fall damage because I guess my movement speed was high enough. Man, I just don't get what I'm like. You don't think you could stand there? Their art is pretty. It's got that like 80s jank to it. Oh, great, we got a spear thrower back there too. I think I'm probably gonna end up dead while I'm trying to search for this. Yeah, so the map I don't think is doing anything for me. Well, God. Alright. This is a horrible mistake I've just made. Look how many enemies there are. Let's get out of here. Come on. Come on, Forza, let's get out of here. I'm just trying to, like, find... okay. Alright, Spider, get out of here. Kill the dog. Don't kill me, stupid Spider, get out of here. Oh, did I? Oh God, yeah. Just came down and just ate me. Okay, she just splatted that thing. This is mostly like worried swatting of things now. Oh, we're probably dead here. Vorsa's down. There's like a million wolves. Einar. Damn it! The prompt went away. Damn you! Ugh. Well, that was worth it, I guess. Wait, did she just get knocked down again? It played the animation like I completed it. Try one more time. Yeah. At least she's a beast. She can just dunk everything. Just gotta get her up for a second. Alright, so we're back on the prowl looking for this path up that I haven't been able to figure out. Like, I don't see anything that kind of calls out to me as to what I'm looking at. I just see lots of, like... I see structures. I see places that are just... I see structures without structures, what I'm seeing. Like, it's lots of pieces of ruins and stuff. Craven Remnant. This allows me to go back. I feel like I should keep rags, though. The broken stuff I feel like I should hold on to actually, like, improve. Hold on a sec. Is there any other consumable item I can, like, put in my No, what is this then? This is it's a potion slot. But it's not for any of this stuff. Could use the Scoria stashes. This is tough. I think I'll let this go. So where are we? Where does this consider us to be on the map? Way off to the side. I'm so far off the beaten path. I just want to go forward to this objective, and I'm not seeing it. To the lone Einar, potentially a mini boss fight. But I'm super lost. I'll have to give it a shot at some point. Once I'm not at work, like, 2 hours longer per day than I want to be. Yeah, I guess it really is 2 hours. Because I'm getting home. I'm leaving, like... I'm often leaving, like, 7:40-ish. Oh no, that's it. Forces out of the picture. Okay. Everything trying to kill us, or can we... Yeah, man, I can't remotely go straight, and I don't see a way around. Ah, crap. God damn it. I knew that was coming too, it just occurred to me where we were. Crap. Getting pretty close. All right. Am I the only person getting this lost trying to get to this area though? Because it's got to be more than just me. I want the item, damn it. Oh, I just had to miss it. Alright. So I'm not even... I'm even further away from where I want to be. Okay, let's just keep going. To see if this dead ends or whatever. This seems to literally dead end. Damn. I was hoping for the whatever. Yeah. I think, you know what would be really good for messages? And I've seen other games sort of experiment with this sort of thing. Conceptually. If putting down a guidance message cost a resource, but had if people liked your message, then you ended up getting a resource back, but more than your investment. That would be a plus. If you know what I mean, like, let's say for example it cost an Estus flask to stand there, okay? If it cost an Estus flask to put down a message, but you gained one back for every positive rating or something. Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is that you'd have to, you'd at least, at the very least, have to, you would dissuade people leaving messages willy-nilly for the hopes that people would get the ratings. You'd have to instead count on the ratings. You'd at least lose something by putting it out, so it would discourage some of the stupid messages. It doesn't force them to put down a particular like relevance of message, but at least it says there will be less stupid messages because both people are going to look at them and go, "This is stupid," and not rate them at all. So that's not everything, but that fixes part of the problem of literally that you just have a bunch of stupid messages. Oh, cool. It's even stacks the ones next to you. That's nice. So remember how earlier I mentioned, I mentioned this before actually. So remember how I just talked about how maybe you had to make a sacrifice to put down a message so that you're incentivized to put down like non-stupid messages. One of the other things that I've been wanting is, in order to summon somebody, you have to pour Estus onto their sign. So you lose a sip or two of Estus, and your summon hopefully is good. Otherwise, you've wasted it. That way, if if all you're doing is summoning, just garbage, if you're summoning people who can't accomplish anything and don't kill anything and just die to invaders, you're less and less able to do that over time. But if you kill the invader, you get 2 back. You know what I mean? So you'd have that as your reward. And obviously, if there's no invaders, then you have another person to soak up damage and stuff. But also, if those people suck, then not only do you have more incentive to rate their sign or rate their summon, But you're way more you'd be way more choosy about whether you summon, so it's like you have a bit of risk reward to it. And I've said this multiple times that they should do that. And I still think it's a good idea for if there ever is another Dark Souls game. There should be you should have to pour Estus onto a summon sign in order to bring somebody into your world. But lots of people do summon, though. There's this creature again. This ginormous serpent thing. Neat. Come on down here and tell me where to go. Maybe. It's gotta be something dumb and simple, like... I'm missing something really crucial and stupid, simple and easy, and I don't know what it is. It's gotta be. Even with my incredibly terrible sense of direction... There has to be... I feel like whatever this rune has gotta have... What about you?
Shadows. They's always watching.
I might want the support though. Wait, is that the max? 9 is the max? Yeah. I can't, like, it's looking at me right there. Wait, did I just wander into it without even... No, it's right over there. Never mind. Damn it. Crap, I keep thinking I've got it, and I totally don't. I feel like I need to do one of those, like, buddy climbs up here somewhere. That's what I keep thinking. But there's not... You won't go high enough. Have you seen Boomer Dante dancing? I saw a GIF where I think it was, he was doing the Thriller dance. You're talking about Devil May Cry, right? I think I'm trying to get to the tower. I think. Well, I'm trying to find the Lone Einar, which is... The Lone Einar is, like... out there somewhere. So I'm trying to get through the tower or past or around the tower of this and that. And I'm just so damn lost. It's got to be a disability at this point. My sense of direction, I'm missing something incredibly clear. Like, it's not behind here as far as I can tell. I can't, like, climb up, like, any further than this. There's, like, no buddy climb to get up here. Their main quest. But, well... well, yeah, I could do that, I guess. I wonder if they're giving me quests that I can't do. Because Bataran's going to be the main quest. Yeah, maybe it's something as simple as that. Maybe go back to Geffen. Well, it's something I can do. Let's at least go do that. I mean, you know, Bataran has a lot of good things to say about Geffen anyway, so maybe that's worth. Watch me get like some movement item or something that makes this easier. That kind of looks like teeth and bone. I don't know if you guys are seeing that too. I'm forced to run right now because I'm being chased, and I want to take a look at the map though. I will gladly. Here we go. Let's get out of here.
You have returned.
2 of them. Welcome back, maid, and welcome back, Pixels. How are you 2 doing?
You have returned.
Pickles. Damn, every time I bring home... So, I know... I feel... It's funny, I have to preface it by saying, I know when people... There's plenty of people who don't like Jimmy John's, you're going to interject and say, oh, we hate Jimmy John's. As much hate as Jimmy John's gets, I tend to, like, if I'm in a rush on the way home from work and I haven't had dinner and I need to figure something out, I'll grab Jimmy John's. And at this point, I should probably get a sponsorship. Because they're just, like, legit, you know, extremely convenient, consistent. I can have the sandwich ready by the time I'm done ordering. Jimmy John's is like Subway, but more consistent and better quality. It's a very, very quick, reliable sandwich. Or unwich, like a lettuce wrap. I like them a lot. They're consistent. I can get the exact same thing 100% of the time, and it is identical. There's no variance in quality whatsoever. It is always the same sandwich. And that's what I like about it. It's good and it's quick. But the thing about it is that I keep bringing home Jimmy John's over and over again, and then forgetting I have pickles in the fridge. And that's where we're going with that thought. That's where the pickles come in. Because I like pickles, and I like them with a sandwich a lot. And I just keep forgetting. I'm somewhat getting a feel for where I need to go. I know there's an area I can climb up over here. I'm slowly piecing it together. Mr. Stubbs is hot foods. Jimmy John's isn't. Quiznos was at one point my choice for hot subs. And now I don't even know where Quiznos is. I don't even really know fully if I liked Quiznos, but it was a nice hot sub. Or toasted, whatever. I don't know what happened to Quiznos. I don't know if they still existed. I'm just in a different state now, or... Oh, speaking of burps, hold on a sec. You need to die. Get out of here, spear chucker. Yeah, it's nice, mate. You're always slightly biased. Yeah, epic, right? No spout today. I have not fought a boss yet. I am 99% sure there are bosses. Pretty much 100%, because I think I've seen one already. Look who it is. If you know where Geffen was, you could just, you know... you could have just, like, gone there yourself.
The darkness hungers within these buried halls. Take this lantern, lest the starving shadows consume you.
Okay, you know what? This is probably Geffen's probably that boss we were looking at earlier. Can I carry any more items? Can I sell some stuff? Oh, crap. Alright, what are we actually doing? How are we gonna solve this? They're all good items, Brent. We got rid of the plank shield. Let's get rid of the survivor's rags. Yeah. That seems like the least stupid thing to drop.
The darkness hungers within these buried halls. Take this lantern, lest the starving shadows consume you.
Got it, fam. Belt slot, probably, right? Yeah. Ooh. Swank. I'll pick up my shirts now.
To walk.
Eddie, give me the prompt. There we go. I'm kind of glad it's not like a crazy yellow light. Yellow light lanterns are kind of like rough on my eyes. Okay, I have a lantern. Now what?
The annex was once a place of friendship. Its doors only open to those who are joined together as comrades.
Oh, okay. We have a lantern. Now what? We're literally right here. Oh, I see. You still would lead assistant to open this door. There we go. Ooh, shadow creatures. Do we like... Oh, they just... Okay. Alright, we got ourselves a dungeon, and we have probably about 28 minutes, 18 minutes or so. I'm just gonna drink some lava. Oh, this is sap. How did I go all the way out to the ash line without doing this? Because I can't follow directions. I'm a rebel. Fuck the police. So this is where I saw Lobos. Ooh. Spooky. This is where I saw Lobos earlier. Oh, thanks. Thanks, I love it. The best. Don't mind if I do. There's mushrooms. I can't hold it. Put it back. Come back for it later.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Surprised Kunzer didn't fire that one off. Oh, damn it. Stop. I need my organs. I also need to be able to breathe. You know what? I would like some sapote. Don't even know what it is, but it's delicious. Oh, I will gladly take more of that. I've not had a single one of these crickets, as far as I can tell. I don't think I've eaten one. Maybe I have without realizing. Activate the lantern. Whoa. Well. Oh. Funny that. This looks like exactly where I saw Lobos go. This is all I've seen of the game so far. It was literally... I think I've seen... And if any paying attention at all I've done, I've seen a bit of what appears to be a boss, and like probably this corridor, and that was all of the game that I've seen. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah. Probably a good idea to kind of like... Oh wow, I don't want to do that. That's a terrible idea. That's cool that you could do that. You could put down your lantern, but I'm no. Hey, spooky friend. Oh. This has got to be multiplayer. That's going to be a multiplayer feature if this player got eaten. Hey, I didn't want the mushroom anyway. Dick. No, I don't want the mushroom. Okay, so here's our creepy shadow friend. He's eating my light. He likes the light. Oh, I probably need to have the lantern out. Like a spear in him. No, pick it up. Whoa, that's cool. Also terrifying. Stop. Quit eating my light. I need that. No. Vorsa is just not... doesn't have it together. Oh, and then he teleports. That's cool. Or something's going on. I don't even know. I think we're doing it right, though. Retreating into the light there is probably... Wait, can I like... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Bet you didn't like that. Oh, I need to get out of here now. There he is. That's not good. It's one more good hit and we're set. There. That's a cool effect. Why, yes. Totally grab some more sap. I missed one of the props, though. I can't... No mushroom today. Ooh, they're not looking too good. They're looking pretty ashy, actually. Oh, oh. Okay. Hey.
You have slain an Elder Dark. That is surprising. You have earned the right to see the Mother of the Birthing Waters, if you wish.
Sure.
Geffen, this traveler has come to seek your wisdom.
Oh, you were Geffen. I wonder if Geffen is the, tentacles? Hello? Oh, she's willing it. Yay. Don't bite. Oh, it was hair. Like dreadlocks or something. Or curl, or, you know, braids or whatever. Hey. Give me whatever,
You are a brave child to wander so far beneath the earth. The Ashen is reborn, and the remaining Elder Dark will seek its end. To prevent this doom, you must seek out the heart of Lethyrus.
Lethyrus, okay.
The heart was crafted long ago, when listener and human were united in hope.
Sounds easy enough.
It captured and focused the light of the Ashen, and allowed them to commune with it. When the Ashen died, human and listener blamed each other. War raged as darkness fell. Matriarch Amiren sundered the heart and took the listener half to protect her people. If you wish to protect the Ashen from the Elder Dark, you must recover the broken heart. To help you in your quest, I give to you this echo. Amara was once seer of Lethyrus. I bind her to you until the heart is found.
Cool. Oh, she's like a mermaid or something. Alright, Bataran. I got your Geffen. Or I bet you're Geffen. You don't see yourself playing it anytime soon? For me, it was just finding a good time, and oh man, I could go back if only I had inventory space. If I'm willing to sacrifice something, I'll probably sacrifice that mushroom, honestly. I still don't know what to make of the Epic Launcher, and it doesn't seem to be very, like, the storefront is so weird. It's so, like, I can't, like, get a list of things. I can't search for anything. I can't get the prices right away. It seems very, like, early as a store. So I was hoping that I would just wait for the Steam release, but a good open moment came along to pick up the game, and I've been meaning to play it anyway, so why not? Here we go. So let's go ahead and pop this out and see first of these I've ever used. Let's go back and talk to Bataran. No, I know, man. I'm not gonna ask you to. That's my perspective on it so far. Like, it doesn't seem to just. It doesn't seem very store-like. I couldn't. Scrolling up and down it over and over again, even to find the purchase Ashen, I was struggling with. Like, the couple times I went to go buy it, because the first time I went to go buy it, I was like, oh, well, you know, maybe I'll try using my PayPal account for once. And then I realized my PayPal account is out of date, like the zip code on it is out of date, and it wouldn't let me to do the purchase. So I was like, screw it, I'll deal with it later. I gotta go to work or whatever. And then the second time I went to go purchase it, I'm scrolling up and down and not noticing Ashen again. And you've got to say there's something to, if you're looking for something that you want to purchase and you can't find it, you can't spend money quick enough. I'm sure there are plans, but they're not there yet. Alright, before Bataran.
Greetings. It seems it is my lot to accompany you. Nevertheless, it is a blessing to walk in the light once more, whatever the circumstance.
It's really weird. So, oh, it's not. Okay, it's some sort of symbol or something. I thought that was supposed to be a weird, like a belly button placement that just seems way too high up. I'm like, what is this dot?
Light be with you. The radiance of the Ashen bathes us all in its grace.
I wonder what her... So she just comes out of nowhere, has very little introduction, is just thrust into this camp. But I don't know what her purpose is. Wait. Here we go. What does she do? Nothing yet. Maybe Bataran will tell me. There he is. I guess I really don't need to rest at it. Kind of auto-saved anyways.
You claimed a reward from your battle in the Annex. However, I sense a great darkness within it. May I see it?
It seems like there's no reason not to give this stuff up. And I feel like at some point I'm going to find out that there actually is a reason. Like, if the choice is meaningless, why give the player the choice?
3 Elder Dark once stalked these benighted lands. Now there are but 2. I'm sure that Amara will make good use of Akoto's corrupted face. As you can see, I have created an anvil upon which to forge the ash. Bring your weapons to the anvil, so that I may reforge them and make them stronger.
Just what I want to hear. Cool. Before I make a decision, let's go over to Amara real quick.
As the light washes the ugliness from our world, the desperate shadows grow more dangerous. Akoto was one such shadow. His faceplate remains drenched in dark power. You cannot fight the shadows without my help. Only I can draw the light from your scoria. Here, take this talisman to my weaving table, and I will show you how it is done.
Is this leveling up? Let's unlock some power real quick. Oh, it is! There literally is, basically leveling up. Well, there's talismans. They're like relic. Oh, I see. So there is something you can do. Spear retrieval chance? Ayy. I totally want that. Rebound. I wonder if just from defeated enemies. I kinda, it's cheap too, isn't it? Where was the price? 1,000, yeah. I'll equip it. So, Kodo's Guile, 10,000. Orbs appear when striking enemies, dealing bonus damage based on weapons you wield. They disappear when you're hit. Hey, that's cool. I want this. I have Hearth, and press closely against your chest. This relic recalls the warm comfort of a safe home and a full stomach. It serves as a thin barrier against despair. Probably should hold on to that, but I will put on the Guile. Wonder what slot this takes. Oh, crap. Well, so much for Hearth. Dance with the shadows in these endless days of dark. Oh, it's like stuck to my head. It's fine. I'm sure it'll wash right off. Just put a little club soda on it. Oh, here we go. So yeah, I was saying earlier that I think you can fix up all these broken weapons, and yes, you can, for more money than I have. Wait, hold on a sec. We got packs of these things. Let's see. Alright. What do we do today? Whoa, big damage. Holy crap. Just one upgrade for the bearded axe, like, almost doubles its damage? That's crazy. Also, I feel really bad how far I wandered out. With pretty much literal garbage. Even for, like, Doscoria, these are doubling their damage, almost. Like, 40% more. 11 learned, and then smash things with the bearded axe. You need a lot more to forge it, though. Shovel is what? One or two-handed? It doesn't say. It's gotta be one-handed. 92... Barbaric Axe. 132... I wonder if that's a one or two-handed weapon. Let's find out. Barbaric Axe is a two-handed. Alright, so we got some good basic strong axes. We got that axe. We got another axe. That's about what we've got. Giant leap of damage, though. Holy crap. I'm looking forward to taking this thing out for a swing. Next time, though, not tonight. It's already 11:30. I think it'd be brutal. Take a quick walk over to Amara and see what she has to say.
Right, you absolutely stink. Which is rather good news for me. You carry the glue I need to repair the damage that a Koto did to my lyre.
A sweat glue? He's gonna scrape off some like body sludge. I could come up with worse things.
My lyre allows me to weave light and sound, to feel the very edges of the world. As soon as I repair the damage that a Koto did to it, I can begin searching for the hearts. By the light, that glue reeks like the breath of an elder dark. How can you bear such a stink? I suppose it depends on what you're accustomed to.
You know, I'm gonna keep the glue.
Whatever for. Have you grown fond of that foul stench? If we don't repair my lyre quickly, the glue will harden and become useless.
But it's so creamy. Where's... This is it. Yeah, so this is what I found earlier. This is the glue made out of fish. Wait, hold on a sec. Does it say anything else? Oh, yeah. So we read this earlier. This is what Vorsa was talking about. Yeah. I guess we should give in and give her the glue.
By the light, that
Phew.
should thank you. The smell will dissipate once the glue hardens. As soon as it does, I will weave light and sound to find the twin heart.
I don't know what that is. What is it? Tell me what it is.
I drifted in the dark waters with Geffen for a long time, floating in pure memory. Little by little, as I walk in the light, my past life returns to me.
Some of the dialogue has like Oblivion dialogue syndrome, where it's like you're not sure if it's the same voice actors. You know, like they had this like very drawn out and airy dialogue, and then suddenly it was like very cold and more like humanized. I don't know how to explain it. Like less lordy and more down to earth. Alright, Amara's got nothing for me. What does Bataran have to say?
Geffen wishes us to recover the heart of Lathyrus. Then you must travel deeper into this desolate city. The Whispers would be a good place to start. Matriarch Amiren took shelter there after she sundered the heart. The road to the Whispers has been blocked by listeners loyal to the Matriarch. We must find a way through, and I believe I know of one who might help us.
This is what I've been needing the entire time.
There is a new arrival in the stormed ruins. She is from the Whispers. When you meet her, you will realize why she was so easy for me to hear.
Alright, if that isn't that serpent thing, I'll be shocked.